Hi guys! Today I'll be showing you some of the things that I do to keep me busy, since a lot of the time I spend is in my room or in my bed due to my chronic illnesses, and it does get very boring and lonely. So here are some of the things that I do to keep myself occupied and busy. Thanks for watching. First off, I've got the electronics stuff, so my Nintendo Switch and some games. I really like to play Minecraft, Animal Crossing, which is my absolute favorite, and Nintendo Switch Sports is another good one, since actual sports is really hard for me due to my fatigue and pain, and so this is a nice, easy way to do it. And Just Dance on some of my better days, and they also have some wheelchair adaptive Just Dances on this one too, which I think is pretty cool. Another electronic thing is my iPad, and on my iPad I like to FaceTime my friends, and there are some games that I like to play called Forest Island and Boca World, I think that's what it's called, are some of my main ones. And another good game to play that's cozy and cute is, I think it's called Good Pizza, and so that's what I like to do on my iPad. And then on my phone, I like to watch TikTok and make videos, and another thing that I do is I'll watch TV, which my TV's right in front of me, but I like to watch just some Netflix series. I just got done with The Rookie, and I'm working on Carmen Sandiego right now because I've always wanted to watch that, and I kind of just decided to watch it, and I actually think it's kind of cool. Another favorite pastime that I have is building Legos. I'm currently working on this bamboo set. It's the Lucky Bamboo set, and I think it's a pretty cool one that I've done. I just have to finish the stem, but I have also been working on a fox Lego set, but I kind of have lost the instructions and I'm still figuring that out. Another fun thing I like to do is like puzzles, like word searches, and I get them in very large print so I can see them better, so I don't always have to wear my glasses and it doesn't strain my eyes as much when I have migraines. So I like big print. So I like big print workbooks of just like fun puzzles and whatnot. Another thing I like to do is coloring books, and I get pretty basic coloring books because my attention span is not the best and I can't hold markers for very long due to my bad joints. So I get very simple coloring books, and it still is pretty fun though, and they turn out really nicely. And something that really passes the time because it takes so long is diamond art. So this is probably the biggest one I have ever done and have been working on. And then these are some smaller little coasters, and these really are good if you want just something to work on for a while, because diamond art is something that takes a lot of time and patience. Another cute little crafty thing I like to do is I'm currently learning how to crochet things, and so I get these little crochet kits that come with everything I need, and I just think that these are so cute. And it's a little biased because foxes are my favorite animal. And another crafty kind of tech thing is this 3D printing pen. So you get filament and you put the filament through and you can like 3D print whatever you can draw, and it's pretty awesome. This is one of the monarch butterflies that I made. Another great pastime is doing beads and making cute little bead animals or whatever you could possibly think of with pony beads. It's called Candy, and I had one of my RBTs at ABA show me how to make them, and ever since I have had a whole bag of beads that I have been using to work on things. And a few other things I like to do is write stories, and writing stories is another great pastime because it kind of distracts from everything just going on. And I just think it's also really cool because it gets my brain working and just that creative mode on. And something else that I like to do that passes the time is organize my room or clean my room sometimes. And that's also just a really fun pastime because it feels like you reset everything. And I don't do this as often, but I used to have my parents help me rearrange my room, so it kind of just felt like a new space. These are things that keep me busy on the days that I can't really get out of my bed. Thanks for watching.